I was gonna I don't want to say avoid making a video on this because I kind of, say stuff about it within other video topics about these topics. But I want to talk about the fucking fact that so many white people, especially white women, that pretend to be woke, right, or are liberal because that's woke enough for them, are so shocked at the behaviors and ideologies of the people they suck the dick of and sleep with and are around every fucking Christmas and Thanksgiving, that they argue with about these subjects. But they don't realize these people are evil. They don't think these people are evil. They just refuse to believe that these people are just choosing to be this way no matter what, and that they genuinely know what's going on and want black people and women and marginalized groups and LGBTQ people and children to be lesser because they benefit, especially when it's white men. And now all of a sudden we're starting to fucking understand when Renee Good, rest in peace, gets shot, that maybe they are just unhelpable and unsolvable and bad and evil. And it's like, girl, what do you think we've been yelling about forever and fighting about forever? And if it wasn't for black women, a lot of the progress that y'all have gotten as white women wouldn't have happened. While y'all were oppressing them, they still got y'all further to be less oppressed. And all you did in exchange was oppress them more. And now you're up here when full-on fascism that y'all allowed to get back intact, because a lot of y'all not only voted, but y'all married the people that voted, and you let them tell you couldn't vote on top of that when you had other feelings. Or you just voted alongside them and canceled out their vote. Oh, I canceled out my husband's vote. That's supposed to be fucking funny or cute to me. It's just the passiveness of how y'all decide to let people be murdered, because that's what it is. It's passive murder. It's like, I'm gonna sign off on this murder, but don't call me a bad person, which is Taylor's album, by the way. And she is rubbing it in your face too and telling you to calm down, and while she's actively aligning with fascism and white supremacy and having all her little fangirls tell me as a Swiftie, who, by the way, I have pattern recognition. I am a huge Taylor Swift fan, or was, from day one. And you don't know the lore and eras that I know about that girl, and you're gonna sit here and tell me that her rollout wasn't a white supremacy rollout when I am a black man with pattern recognition and oppression, and I love art and music. Even Taylor knows it was a white supremacy rollout. You know why? Because she chose her side. She saw the signs of what was happening, and she got scared. You know the song I Hate It Here that she just dropped on TTPD? Remember the line where she said, "It's cold in this castle. You wouldn't have liked it anyway." And then she goes to choose the fucking castle because she's fucking scared. And she's a terrible person. At the end of the day, she wasn't anti-patriarchy. She wasn't anti-racism. She wasn't anti-homophobia or transphobia. She was anti her not being in a good position to protect herself and the people that she cares about, which is most people on the planet. Y'all are fucking selfish capitalists. A lot of y'all are broke selfish capitalists. But Taylor does, she cared about morally looking like a good person. And at the end of the day, when it came the time to stand on something and be chosen as either an enemy of the state or not, she chose to be in the line on the side where she's not going to be looked at as an enemy of the state, because she doesn't want to die and she doesn't want her people targeted, and she has enough money to make sure she's okay. And even after all this, it's not going to get her to be, she's not going to get arrested. She's not going to die. she's not gonna, you know, she has too much money for any of that to happen to her. So why would she ever risk? And also, society is going to protect her regardless. Regardless of what happens to any of these white women out here that are broke defending her, if half of them die, she will still have a lot of them that will be like, hey, Taylor had no ramifications to this situation. And she knows that. And she knows that. So, please, don't sit here and act like that y'all aren't choosing and knowing damn well what is going on, because black lives never matter to y'all. The black experience never mattered to y'all. Y'all don't know about it. Y'all don't learn about it. Y'all don't care about it. When you do learn, it makes you feel white guilt and you don't like it. So as long as morally in public you can feel like a good person and chastise other people, that's what you'll do. But when it comes to standing on business about what's right and what's wrong, and if it puts your life in danger to stand up for the correct side, you are not going to do that. Which means fundamentally what? That you're a fucking Nazi and a Nazi enabler. That's what it fucking means at the end of the day. And everybody out here acting like, oh, it's just so shocking. I cannot believe people that I've lived with forever that have these evil, terrible, oppressive ideologies are actually evil, even though they've been evil to you. White men do not respect or love white women. You know why I know that? Because I've been around them my whole life, and because I protect women in general and stand up for women in general, I've had to check many men, well, a lot of them white men, because these people talk crazy. White men talk crazy to everybody, especially women. You know why they didn't around me? Because I checked them on it, and I corrected their behavior every time. So then they learned, oh, around him, I can't say certain things, especially to certain people, but women in general, it's going to be a whole argument. It's going to be a whole discussion, and they don't like that. They don't like being held accountable. So they eventually stopped doing their actions around me. And y'all know that, because y'all put up with it. Even in the movies that I love, y'all put up with it. Fucking Jane Austen's been writing about this shit forever. Y'all put up with that shit for what? Bare minimum? Bare minimum? And you feel like you have to live that way. Anyway, I'm done talking to white women. I don't fucking have time to coddle you through this. And I'm not gonna coddle you through this because you're fucking dangerous yourself. Like, stand the fuck up. The way Taylor has that much money in the fucking world and she still kneeled to patriarchy is fucking crazy. If Taylor Swift, who is arguably monetarily the most powerful white woman on the planet, can't even stand the fuck up and kneel to fascism and patriarchy, especially after all the disrespect Trump showed her, do you understand that I really don't think Speak Now era Taylor would have kneeled to this? It just didn't align with how she was. Like, if Trump was out here wilding in that time period, and her boyfriend or husband at the time didn't say shit to him or check that shit, and like basically endorsed him, she wouldn't still have been with him. But you know, that's what happens when you develop and you become, you know, more complacent, and you're so desperate to be with a fucking man who, by the way, Travis Kelce, sure, he's a nice guy, sure, he treats her sweet, he's racist, he's misogynistic, but I'm sure he treats her just dandy. He's mentally below her in every aspect. So what are we settling for? You're literally supposed to be Shakespeare, and you're settling for that because he's nice to you? Girl boss, queen, legend, Tay-Tay, queen of the Swifties. Like, what the fuck? You should be embarrassed. Anyway, this video isn't even supposed to be about Taylor Swift. It's about white women and white people in general that are woke being so shocked about their evil people when they know goddamn well how these people are. Shut the fuck up. And yeah, y'all are in danger, just like everybody else. Not just like everybody else, but you know, in danger.